This content is for educational purposes only. We do not provide investment, legal or tax advice. Always consult your own advisor. NMLS ID 1020597. Imagine living in a tiny apartment that doesn't feel tiny at all. Smart furniture, sunlight, the gym downstairs, coffee, shop. Next door. And your rent is hundreds of dollars less than everyone else in the city. Now flip the script. What if you could be the small investor or business owner who helps build places like this and actually make money from solving the housing crisis? Tonight we're diving into micro-living, compact, cleverly designed homes that aren't just a trend, but a potential blueprint for the future of urban housing. Whether you're renting now, dreaming of your first home, or looking to invest in the next wave, this episode is for you. Part 1: The Household Pain. The Problem. Mia is 26, a city renter. She shares a 600-square-foot apartment with a roommate paying $13.50 a month. She wants her own space and to eventually own a home. Across many U.S. metro areas, younger renters are spending more than 30% of their income on housing. In crowded cities, average apartment sizes are shrinking, and new micro-units under about 441 square feet are becoming a meaningful portion of new builds. Mia is not lazy. The math just doesn't work in the old model of big apartment, big commute, big rent. Now meet Alex. Alex is 39, a small business owner and investor. He runs a local service business. He wants passive income, but duplexes and triplexes in good areas are $900,000 or more. Big institutional investors dominate the large multi-unit space. Small players are squeezed out. The next wave of the housing crisis won't just be high prices. It will be about where you can live, how much you pay, and who builds the housing. And it's already happening. Micro-units are typically under around 441 square feet. Roughly a small but growing share of new apartment construction in the U.S. fits this category. The power of micro-living is efficiency. In many expensive areas, micro-units typically lease for about 20 to 30% less per month than conventional units in the same neighborhood. For Mia, that matters. Mia finds a 280-square-foot micro-studio in the same neighborhood. Her rent drops from $13.50 to $1,000 a month. That's $350 every month she can redirect to savings. For Alex, micro-living looks different. Alex sees that efficient units, smaller footprints, and smart zoning can create more doors on a piece of land and help meet housing demand in his city. This is where micro-living becomes more than a lifestyle trend. It becomes a strategic tool for both renters and small investors. Part 3: The Homestead Path and the Investor Path. With a reality check. Yes, these are rough examples. Location matters, zoning matters, but the point remains, the barrier to entry for certain kinds of home ownership or small-scale investment is dramatically lower than many people think. But a real Money House Media view means we don't sugarcoat the friction. Here's the friction nobody wants to talk about. The land might be cheap, $3,000 to $4,000 an acre in some rural, Midwest counties or similar markets, and the modular shell might be affordable at $10,000 to $20,000. But getting a septic tank, a well, and electrical hookups can easily cost an additional $20,000 to $50,000 or more depending on your county, your distance to utilities, and your soil conditions. That's the cost nobody talks about, and that's why the next steps are critical. Let's go back to Mia. Mia's goal isn't to live in a modular home tomorrow. Her goal is to build a 3-year runway. By moving into a micro-unit, she saves $350 a month. That's $4,200 a year. Over 3 years, that's roughly $12,600 in savings. From there, she can choose a small parcel of land in a low-cost county, a small condo, or a simple starter home in a more affordable secondary city. Micro-living is her financial accelerator, not her forever plan. Now Alex. For Alex, jumping from buying a parcel of land straight into building 8 to 12 micro-units is unrealistic for most small investors. The smarter move is this. Form a small LLC or partnership with 1 or 2 other business owners and start with 1 to 4 units, not 12. That's how small investors can help build affordability and create long-term cash flow without drowning in over-leverage and risk. Part 4. The future is here, and it's already under construction. The real shift in housing is happening right now. Density, affordability, and efficiency. Cities like Denver, Minneapolis, Seattle and others are already converting underused office buildings into smaller, more efficient apartments to add lower-cost housing supply. ADUs, tiny homes and modular builds are becoming more common in many markets. The tide is turning, and micro-living plus smart modular investment is part of the answer. Part 5, Impact and what you can do next. For Mia, the first-time buyer or future homeowner, think smaller home footprint now, bigger financial runway later. Use micro-living as a temporary strategy to save, invest, and then move into the next step. For Alex, the small investor or business owner, consider the path of efficient housing builds, more doors, smarter units, still affordable for renters, and aligned with where the demand is actually going, not where it used to be. Here are your action steps. Money House Media style. Step 1. Research your market. Look at the actual rent numbers, the land prices 50 or 100 miles out from big cities, and whether micro-units or ADU-style living already exist in your area. Step 2. Run your numbers. Ask yourself, if you could reduce your housing cost by $300 to $400 a month, what does that look like over 36 months? For Mia, that was about $12,600 in 3 years. What would your number be? Step 3. Check zoning and construction reality. This is where people usually get blindsided. Is micro-housing, tiny homes, modular housing or ADUs even allowed where you're looking? What are the rules for septic, wells, power, and permits? These are the questions most people don't know to ask until it's too late. Step 4. Talk to a non-standard lender. Traditional mortgage products often do not finance ADUs, modular homes, tiny homes, micro-units, or certain types of converted land. This is where local credit unions, community banks, or specialized prefab and construction-focused lenders can make a difference. The money for these projects doesn't always look like a standard 30-year fixed mortgage. We know the hidden costs, especially zoning, utilities, and non-traditional financing, are the hardest part. That's why we're offering a free 15-minute consultation to look at your specific county, your zoning rules, and whether the Mia path or the Alex path is realistic where you live right now. This isn't a sales pitch, it's your first step toward a smarter, grounded plan. The link is in the description. Book your free session. Remember, the future of housing is not a guaranteed win. It's a real, measurable set of opportunities for people who adapt. Everything you see on this channel is fact-checked, based on current data, and built for viewers who want real solutions, not hype. If you're ready to explore your next step, book your free 15-minute consultation today. NMLS number ID 1020597. This is Money House Media, your trusted guide to financial clarity. Smart, grounded, together.